Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about plants, specifically the 6 stages they go through when they grow. Let's get started. The first stage is the seed. Now, seeds can be anywhere from as small as this marble to this cotton seed to these seeds for nutmeg trees. To see a close-up view of how plants grow in these first stages, what you can do is take a paper towel, have a seed. You can either find one from your backyard. A lot of trees are seeding out right now. Or if you have a package of seeds from the store, that also works. I'm going to show you today with my cotton seed. So what you're going to do is put it on the paper towel. What you'll do then is just spray it with some water. And you can fold it in half again so it stays moist, because you want to keep it moist for the next couple days. You can then put it in a plastic bag. The plastic bag acts kind of like a greenhouse. It keeps heat in and the moisture in. So you want to check on it and probably spray it down a little bit every day. But then you should see the seeds start to sprout and it'll grow a little tiny root, and you can watch it over the next couple of days. And then when it gets bigger and sprouts more roots, it'll be what's called a sprout. And then you can plant it in some more soil, and then it'll grow into a vegetative state with more roots and more leaves. The process in which plants grow is called photosynthesis. Now, photosynthesis takes sunlight and water and carbon dioxide, and then the plant uses what's called chlorophyll in its cells, that's what makes them green, to turn that water and sunlight and carbon dioxide into sugar and oxygen. So plants kind of breathe like we do, except opposite gases. We take in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, where they take in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. Photosynthesis also makes them grow because it gives them their food, which is basically just sugars, so they can grow into the other stages, where they bud and flower and ripen. Now, once they flower, other insects and small mammals and birds help them in a process called pollination. Pollination happens to help continue that growth process, so they can flower and produce new seeds and new fruit, so the plant will continue on and grow into more plants. A few really good pollinators are hummingbirds, butterflies, moths, and bees, even bats. Now, a fun activity to do at home about pollination is to take little pom-poms, if you've got them, or pipe cleaners, because they have the same fine little hairs that bees have on their body. And what you can do is fill cupcake liners to look like your flowers. I've filled them with 3 different flavors of Kool-Aid to show you how cross-pollination works. So I'm going to take my little pollinator here and dip him in this blue flower. Look at all that pollen that's stuck to him. Now, if he was eating at this flower and got some nectar, he'd have to get all the way down in the bottom of this flower. Well, these flowers are built so that you have to pass through the pollen to get to that nectar. So they come out pollen covered like this. Now, if I jump between flower to flower, I'm going to take the pollen from here and transfer it while I eat in other places here. So see, now this gray pollen has some from my first flower. And if I jump again, now I have some gray pollen and white pollen on my pollinator body. And if I go into this red, it has all 3. And the mixing of that pollen makes fruit grow.